So we had a little bit of a backup with our drain here in the basement. From what I could tell, water's coming in from the outside entrance through the steps, so we're gonna have to fix that problem. But at the same time, the drain backed up. My father-in-law loaned us these Vevor pipe inspectors, so we're going to test this out and run it down the pipe, see if we can figure out where the blockage is at. So let's get into this thing. So we've got the Vevor pipe inspection system, W90 FTR. Pretty straightforward system here. It's also got a little locator wand, so once you locate your blockage, you can use this above ground and get an idea where the blockage is at in case you have to dig anything out or whatnot. So, all right, let's get started here. And here is the drain. All the water has been sucked out, so we dried the basement up here. Fortunately, we don't store too much down here, so not much damage besides tripping the water pump. All right, so to start with, there is an on-off switch here. Flip that thing on. Monitor comes up. Give it a second here to boot. All right, nothing on the screen right now. We don't have the camera or anything like that plugged in. It does come, let's go ahead and pop some of this stuff out. So we'll get the control head. There's a power adapter to charge it up. We already got it charged up here. But here is the camera head. Gotta be careful. This is fiber optic cable, so you don't want to kink that or bend it. So you gotta be careful there. Right now I've got this head on here, which is wheels to keep the camera out of the ground, but it did come with another smaller adapter that we'll swap out if we have to, if that doesn't fit down this pipe. But you can put this on the end and slide it down there. So let's get started here. See, let me zoom out a bit. We'll go ahead and throw this thing together real quick. Get my wand. We're ready to go once we find our clog here. Simple screwing this together. I've already put batteries in it. Once the camera is down the line, we turn it on, and as long as this is in line with the pipe, we should hear a beeping noise. So, like I said, I've already got this thing turned on. Go ahead and pull this out. This cable out here, and then we've got our camera connector here, line for connecting the camera to the control unit. I'm going to set that off to the side for a second. All right, so first off, we're going to have to plug this in here. It's a little tight. Pull that stuff back out of the way. Hopefully we can slide this on here. Get the right end. See, where's the slot at there? It's there on the side, right there. So I get that screwed on. It's wanting to come unraveled here a little bit just because it's bound up pretty tightly. So I'll go ahead and set this thing right here and get a couple of these out. There we go. All right. I'll set that down for now. Okay, and let me bring this up through the bottom here, so that way it's not sitting on top of it. So it's a little contrary trying to get the get it all connected up, but this is the control unit over here. It will lift up, and then you can align your little slots, and hopefully we'll see the camera come on here in a second. Boom. There we go. From this thing here, you do have your camera. You're gonna see me for a second. See? Get this out. One of the things you're gonna notice here is that there's a I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me turn my camera over here. So there's a control right here that will let you turn down your LED lights. So you want to keep that easily accessible. And that's pretty much it. You know, you got your menu system. This is a nice display here. You can go through your various menus. I've already went through here. Set time. You got playback menus over here for pictures, video. Change your brightness levels. I'm just going to leave it to all the defaults for now. Okay, we'll change it if we need to. Change your language. Pretty straightforward. One of the things, once you get out of the menus here, you can change whether you see in the top left up here the camera. So if you hit play, that'll switch between the camera and the video camera. So we're going to put it on video, and we're going to go ahead and start with recording. So it should be recording. You can see the counter counting up there. So now we're going to move over here. I don't have my cameraman with me, so I'm just going to do this on my own. Hopefully it'll work out all right. I am going to go ahead and get some of these, unravel this fiber cable a little bit, because it's wanting to unravel on its own. So might make it easier going down the hole if it's already straightened out a bit. Give me a moment here. I'm uncoiling it. Good, probably 20 feet down here. We'll start with this. That's kind of a crazy video, but we'll see here. Have to slide this thing out of the way. It fits in this part of the pipe, so let's see if it's going to fit all the way down there. Yep, looks like. I'm going to turn up my. So, yeah, you can see it went down the pipe here fine. I'm going to turn this over to the camera. It might not be as easy to see on here. Video and screen doesn't always work the best, so we're going to go on down through there. Like I said, you can change the brightness level. We're going to turn her up here so we can see what's going on. Nice little thing about this line here, it's marked, so it's not really good markings, but we should be able to see how far back our clog is. So it looks like we're coming back here. If you look at this, it's a split. So I don't know if we're going to go anywhere else here. We'll see if it'll go down one of these pipes. I don't want to. That is interesting. So what's probably happening here, again, I don't want to mess my father-in-law's equipment up here and try to get this thing forced down one of these T's. But obviously they are breaking in what I would imagine is the gutters into this T right here. And then we've got corrugated pipe on both sides. When I was trying to use my tool the other night to actually clear out the drains, I was probably hitting this T, which was causing us the problems. Again, I don't want to jam this thing too much here, so we're going to leave it at that. What I am going to do is I'll go ahead and pick up my camera right here, and this little device. I'm just curious to see, once we power this up, we know that this line is running along the wall here. So we can do a couple things. We can turn this on. We can see if we can find it over here. So it's not very far back. They got a T somewhere in here. And they've got the piping coming down, and this is where they connected into underneath the ground. So as we can tell, it's probably headed out that way, and I'm guessing it's coming from back here. Some of the gutters are draining out. It's definitely, you can see the signal. You got 5 bars right there. So it's definitely right in here is where our T's at, right below the ground. So the good thing, at least from my perspective, is that we don't see any clogs there in the T. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off so we don't have to hear that annoying beep. But again, I'm not sure I'm gonna do much more with this. So I'm afraid it's an expensive piece of equipment, and I'm not going to get this thing stuck trying to do a 90-degree turnaround this T. But in general, it served its purpose. We got a recording here that's going to be saved, about 11 minutes on both my camera and the device. And there we go. That's the Vevor W, whatever it was, Vevor W90 FTR. Pretty easy to operate. I'm sure Jim will get lots of good use out of it.